I was in hospitality, and it was the last 10 minutes of class, and we all were kind of standing up waiting to be dismissed. And all of a sudden the fire alarm goes off, and all of us were very confused because there was a fire drill earlier in that day. And so we didn't know if we should go outside or if we should stay inside because we didn't know what was going on. We were not that close to the building, so we kind of didn't understand what was happening and where everything was. We finally went outside and ran to the office, and as we were running, one of my friends said, "I just heard a gunshot." And so we started sprinting, and we got in the office, and we all were so confused because earlier in the year, when we got the new safety protocols, they said that we're going to have a lockdown drill and they're going to fire a false shot so that people know when they hear that noise, they know what to do and the protocol for it. So a lot of us were like, this is fake, this is the drill that they were talking about, it's fine. And others were like, no, this is real. Why would it be fake? And so everyone's going back and forth, and finally we get into full lockdown. And now we're in a room in the office with about 50 people, some administration, some workers, and majority were kids of all different grades and ages. And we were so confused. We were texting our parents, not knowing what was going on, if it was the last time we were ever going to see them, where the shooter was, what part of the building, how long it was going on for. And this one kid was getting the news, and we kept looking, and he kept refreshing it and kept telling us what was going on. And we were like, how could this be possible? This is our school, like this is our home. How is it that now it's destroyed? And we all were freaking out. We were in lockdown for about an hour, and finally we heard everyone down on your knees with your hands up, and a lot of us freaked out. Our hearts started racing because we didn't know if that was the shooter or if it was the SWAT team. And thank God it was the SWAT team, and they just said that so this way they can check if we had a gun and if we had any weapons. They tell us with our hands up to walk out to the side of the office outside, where we're there for another hour and a half with policemen guarding us. And we are texting our parents saying everything is okay, getting the news, watching videos that people sent everywhere, watching the news and all the videos, and calling parents, and just kind of figuring out what we have to do next. I didn't know what to feel or think. I was kind of like, I was in shock, and at one point I was like, this is the end. Like, this is not, like, I'm not getting out of here. And other half of me was like, you're fine. Like, you're gonna get out, and you're gonna be okay, and you're gonna get past it. And there was an unknown that was kind of in everyone's mind, and in my mind especially, because we didn't know where the shooter was, what part of the school. We heard that he was out of the 1200 building and now in the 500 building, which where I was originally. So I kind of was all over the place. My heart started pounding at random points, and I kind of just felt like this was either the end or not. A lot of the people were calling their parents, and then once that kid got the news, we kind of were talking about it and not really quite understanding it. A lot of us were kind of not really talking about what was going on because we didn't think it was real or it was even true. A lot of us were crying, not knowing anything, and kind of just talking about how if this is the end, how we are all together. And I thankfully had a couple friends with me that if it was going to be the end, I was able to be with them. But it wasn't, and we all survived, and we kind of were grateful that we did, and also hurt because we lost 17 people. So one of the people that was with me, he lost his best friend. So I've kind of been making sure he's okay, that he's getting through this and that he knows that there are people here for him. I sadly didn't know anybody that died, so I kind of don't, it's like a toll almost, because I understand the pain that they're going through, so, and I don't at the same time, so I'm kind of like there for them and making sure they're okay, and we've talked about it, and we've kind of set our points of views and what we think on this whole topic, and we've kind of just not come to peace with it, but come to peace with it. In order to make change, it has to come from us, because nobody is going to be listening to the parents, because they're not, they have a say, but they don't at the same time, because they're not the future. We are, the kids are. So by us taking action right now, saying that we're educated, we know what's happening, we know that this is what needs to stop, and this is what needs to happen, we can really impact it and make it a bigger statement and possibly change something.